The dream is not to get out of the business and stop working. The dream is to work on what you enjoy working on and to build something so successful that many people can eat at the table.
He did what people can't do in 40 years.
Business is my self-development. It is the biggest self-development tool in my life.
He had a mentor who had done it and sold for $32 million, and then he went and beat him.
The entire team gets the Super Bowl rings when the Super Bowl is won.
I could only do 5 things every day. What would be those 5 things?
America's backbone was built on blue-collar business grit, grind, and muscle. This is where you stop working for the business, and the business starts working for you.
Yeah, I will tell you one person. So I know somebody who had a $14.6 million exit 12 years ago. He did not build the company. He had stock in a tech company. That guy's a great guy. Since then, he's gotten divorced, become an alcoholic. He never was an alcoholic before, gained about 75 pounds. And he goes to Vegas and brings some of our old bum friends that I don't talk to anymore because he looks for people. That's the only time I did it. And I always tell him, he's a great guy. Bro, get back to work. Get back to your purpose. I said, you don't have to go 14 hours a day and be stressed. Just work in what your genius is. And I see him doing that now, and he's getting back in the thing. But everybody needs purpose. Everybody, for us, it might be dopamine. Everybody needs purpose to wake up and do something. Maybe it's building a charity if you don't want to make money. It doesn't matter, but we all need to have something when we wake up and we're excited to do it, where we're not thinking about Friday, where we're not trying to get out of that thing. But this was really about that. And for you guys that are smaller, stay in it. Don't buy into that, hey, I got to remove myself. And maybe you get to, I don't know what that number is. It's a 2 million. Grind it out, get it to there. But the way to do it is hiring good people as you go. Not yet. Get that thing up. Keep going on it. Keep grinding it. Get people who are good around you and then free up time. But that will free up time to use your genius. You'll go much faster.
Here's what I found in evolution of growing my business over a decade now is, at first it was the money, and it's still money. Money's a major motivator for me because I just see it as such a massive tool. But then I start building a team, and that team starts looking how to change their family tree with the business that we operate in. And so now, as I'm delegating up the chain of command and I'm building out this team below me, I am constantly, my new goalpost is not only to make an exit for me and my family, but to also see how I can make an exit for the people that's helping me lead this company. Because, dude, that's really winning with winners, because a winner wins, right? So there's not going to be just one winner on a team. The entire team gets the Super Bowl rings when the Super Bowl is won. Any of the championships are won, everybody gets a medal. And so I need to see my entire team feel like they won big. So I am constantly looking to say, how do we move this as fast as we possibly can so that I can make as many millionaires as I can inside of my company while I am making a nice exit as well? And then how do I go and repeat that again and bring some of those team members with me on the next? Because now I know how they execute. We know how we work together. So as you're moving, you got to keep moving those goalposts. And those goalposts are not for you to retire and turn into a fat bum. It is for you to learn how to be able to produce better. And here's a great way how I like to sit and think about business. Business is my self-development. It is the biggest self-development tool in my life. I can get coaching, mentoring, I can do all of this other stuff, but experience inside of my business teaches me how to be a better person in so many areas that I can't replicate that anywhere else in life. And yes, it's producing money. Yes, it's producing opportunity. But more importantly, it makes Chris a better Chris. It makes Kevin a better Kevin. It makes the listener a better person. And you've got to let this tool that you've worked on to develop yourself. So don't push yourself out of the tool that's sharpening you and making you a better human being so that you become a better asset to everyone around you plus yourself.
Very well said. Not much more to say on this, but I will change it a little bit on it. Let's give some practical things. One exercise you could do is if you said, hey, if I have to get to this number, this stretch goal, what would be the 5 things? If I could only do 5 things every day, what would be those 5 things? You will quickly get rid of many things. Like if you said, hey, if I didn't get to this number 1 year from today, I'm going to die. You would figure out what the 5 things you should do. And that's what I think when you want to buy back your time. Okay, then figure out how do you buy back time who can you put in place for the other things so that you can focus on those 5 things? That's why I won't use his name in here. Chris knows who I had a big exit in 4.5 years. Huge. He focused on the shit that matters every day for 4.5 years. He did what people can't do in 40 years.
Great discipline. That's what he had.
He knew it because he had a mentor who had done it and sold for 32 million, and then he went and beat him. But that's what he just focused on, the things that matter. That's why we get caught up in, oh, we want to be done and everything. But if you're working on the things, that guy went right back to it and buying up, rolling up in a whole nother state, doing it all over again because he just likes doing it. But he's not doing draining stuff. He's not out there, all deep in mud, cleaning out drains and punching a time card. He's doing the stuff that he's really good at. So the first thing I do is figure out what you don't like and figure out who can do that for you. For me, it was, I don't like doing invoices. I don't want to do paperwork. I don't know bookkeeping. I don't want to do certificates of insurance. I hate all that shit. So I did it all. We all did it. Get rid of all that. I like talking to people, connecting, running crews, getting people to produce the most, sales, marketing. I stick in that area.
Yep.
Trying to make the best version of other people, help them be the best version. And the last thing Chris said is, making other people millionaires. If you make other people much more money than they ever wished, by default, you'll make more money than you ever could imagine.
I'll tell you what, that's a bigger dopamine hit, I think, than making yourself. I mean, I still remember the first time I saw 100,000 sitting in my bank account. Like, that was a really big deal just because that was like a big milestone in my head. But then when I started seeing people win, like when I saw my salesperson make 10,000 one time, I was just like, man, yeah, dude, that was 10,000 you just made this month. I had an equal amount of satisfaction seeing them make that $10,000 bonus in that month as I did when I saw 100,000 sitting in my bank account.
Yeah, that could be the most motivating. I feel the same way. I love to see people, because of a vision and an idea that you executed on and they helped you, you were able to get them what they want. We're doing it within this company, within other ones. When I was buying this apartment complex, it's really nice. My brother was out there. He's involved in it. I got him in that deal, making money. I'm putting some of my own money in there to lift him. And then he was like, damn, this is a nice place. And then I told him, yeah, we're not at Columbus Street anymore. Him and I, decades ago, lived in this shit box property on Columbus Street. I didn't have to explain anything. He was like, yes, he knows exactly what I mean. He gave me a little pound. Yeah, times have changed. Like, he's involved in the win, right? I like that.
That's why you got to do it, man. So guys, listeners, the dream is not to get out of the business and stop working. The dream is to work on what you enjoy working on and to build something so successful that many people can eat at the table. Build a table big enough that many people can eat, because when you start winning with winners, I mean, it's exciting. You have fun. Me and Kevin, we're getting to experience that at this point in our journey on the game, and it is stinking awesome.
Yeah.
Conversations are different. The energy's different. The dopamine hits are different. I mean, it is fantastic. So keep grinding. Keep letting your skill sets get refined. Keep becoming a master at your genius as you're moving through those repetitions, and delegate the stuff off that you're not great at, so that you can build a large table that many people can feast at.
But definitely check out Dan Martell in that book. It's good stuff.
Yep. All right, guys. We'll see you next week.